You know, you can just run into it once there and just
And
be
it's,
at the cage, at the cash out there, at
as you
the
said,
cash out table.
the run good within the run good, you know,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
distribution and
Like you can get dealt ace king O as an open on the button and just get two folds, or just
hmm
get this, you know.
or yeah, just get an open and a three bet, and the three better is actually the player that's finding the three bet folds.
Yeah, exactly. As we see Savevsky here,
Sadly, doesn't
just
treat
folding
himself
against
this
his
time.
short stacks open, not unreasonable. Could have done some three betting,
Yeah,
but yeah, probably don't wanna commit yourself too much, especially given the tables
if he did make it
somewhat
like
loose players.
575, 600 there, what are you doing with the nines? Just it's kind
I
of
guess you
gross.
just say.
Yeah,
I guess when you make it small enough, you can just peel, but like you kind of just puke in your mouth,
yeah.
right?
These pairs go.
Like EP versus EP, you're just like,
Yeah, they're just
okay, it's
shooting
just
down in
queens
value.
plus. Sigh.
Yeah.
I just see the ace for this. Two tone. Tommy flatting cut off with queen 10 versus the small stack.
Rather unconventional for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you can three bet it.
This
Uh,
looks like a pretty chunky c bet out of position
yeah,
here.
this seems like 300k
Yeah,
to 800.
325, I think.
So
Yeah.
nice low B40 here.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, might have just picked up that Tommy is a bit on looser side in terms of flatting, so might want to protect his nines a bit here.
Yeah, just
Uh,
looking to get out.
definitely any yeah completing turns or just flush completing turns or whatnot. They're n- not absolute bricks or an ace on the turn. It's just gonna be the end of the nines here.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to barrel twice here.
No, such a good card for your range, but such a
Yeah, and he does
whoa.
do it, but Tommy now with a gut shot as well
Yeah, he's not
on
going
top of
anywhere.
his second nut flush draw. You just yeah yeah this is just gonna be a call again.
Call again and jam the river when check two kind of spot, and
Yeah, or just
we'll
you
just
know
give up. Yeah.
can
Would.
still hit a jack. That's 13 outs again.
Mhm.
I played with him also at the latter end of day two, where he was contemplating some turn versus jam when he had a six high flush draw with a gut shot.
Oh, what? He was in the tank.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
very much in the tank for like 1.5x pot, and it was a pretty large pot. But same kind of idea, realizing that he does realize how many outs he has, and
Mhm.
that might be a bit scary to barrel into, right?
Yeah.
Where
This is someone
some people
that's.
might just be like chasing draws and whatnot.
Yeah,
This
I don't want to be in
Tommy
this.
Tommy plays a lot of hands, and
And isn't fearful
yeah,
either. Looks like
yeah,
he's got the call
does
cut
call.
out there, and this is going to be really
Yeah,
spelling
this is gonna
alarm
be a
bells.
very alarming or a
Yeah.
very defining river for this FD. I feel. And ooh, oh my God,
Oh, it's
uh,
absolutely disgusting,
God,
as that is the one card that could be potentially sending Pavlu.
yeah, snap all in, snap call, goodbye,
Yeah.
good game, sir. Yeah, disgusting.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
absolutely ill for the
ugh.
Cypriot, as he did go for a rather unconventional double barrel, found what he thought to be the gin card versus the ace tens, the ace jacks, and instead runs straight into the flush
Yeah,
of the tricky Swede Tommy there, rewarded for some bravery pre-flop, finding the peel, obviously never going anywhere on that particular run out, and Rivers Gin to send home Pavlu in ninth place for 7.3k. That's going to be a tough swallow for him.
yeah, God, that's definitely painful to just get the gin river and just be exited out of the tournament. But yeah, taking the bit more cautious route there with the king eight might have hurt him a bit there.
Just a little bit, yeah,
Yeah,
those couple of big blinds, or even 4 or 5 that he could have picked up.
yeah, they compound a bit.
They
Yeah.
definitely do, yeah.
So you say I go opening the 10-9 suited.
hmm
Haven't seen much of him this final table yet.
Been quite quiet, probably.
Besides the ace jack suited,
Yeah,
losing to king queen, of course. Yeah, looking to gain a bit of wind in his sails again.
absolutely. Taking any open he can find, and does get
Yeah.
it
Oh,
through to
nope.
the
Never mind.
button. Oh, Ooh.
Nice little save on your sentence there.
I thought we'd already lost the German, but there
Yeah,
he is lurking with the ace queen, and
being
gonna
a
be
bit
a
of a nemesis for our Spanish player here.
absolutely when it gets shoved on, and now all of a sudden he's down at the sort of 25 big blinds. Yeah, he's just gonna send that one in.
Yep. Oh, and Peter just
Wow.
waking up with the fish hooks here. Yeah, that's
Yeah, this is certainly gonna be cutting the mustard.
yeah.
Your opponent can shove hands like tens, nines,
Oh, absolutely,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, and he just
Yeah, it's gonna go with
immediately
it.
realizes it's like,
It's
if I die, I die.
I
That's
die, I die. It's a massive flip,
yeah.
and unfortunate not to see the underpair, but does have the equity advantage, of course.
Uh, Standing up.
Yeah, trying to eke out a couple of extra percent.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean, you
see.
kind of need an extra 10 to be a flip, you know. So you deserve to stand. Oh, ooh.
Ooh, Peter, Peter, Peter.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough ask for the ace queen now. Gonna need some straight G
Oh,
draws.
hello
Hello,
there. So three remaining, we
laughing
can
it in,
see. Nice.
and boats up.
Yeah, very happy
Um,
with that.
yeah,
And yeah, unfortunate there. Great spot, just ran into a hand behind. Not
ten
an
nine suited would have flopped a open end
flopped the
straight
open
flush
ender
draw,
and
backdoor
backed into
trips. Yeah,
trips. Yeah.
and wouldn't have seen a flop anyways,
No,
as he
exactly.
didn't. But yeah, so we lose the frame, and the rest of the players locking up their first, or
Yeah, five-figure score.
yeah,
That's a pretty nice milestone for any.
but yeah, that's seems like a good moment for our guy in C2 to pick up a real hand and do the same thing, right?
Absolutely.
And then get absolute all max value from it. And then you can pretend to have set it up before. Definitely been in those spots before where you just say three bet and then get the showdown with like king five suited,
Hmm.
some EP versus like cutoff or button. Then very next hand, you just pick up kings in the same
Yeah,
spot. And you're
yeah.
like,
I'm gonna get all the action
yeah,
in the
and
world
then you
here.
get the jam on, and you're like, yeah, I
Let's
got,
go. I've got
like,
it.
got him.
And here he
Hello.
goes. Wow. It's
Wow.
almost as though you saw into the future there. As Raimar, who certainly will be putting the cat amongst the pigeons in terms of his table image and how he's perceived by the rest of the players, now
Yeah.
waking up with a monster in the small blind here and going to be
Just
going.
goes for the raise.
Yep.
Which I like. Just
Me as
wanna
well.
put some money in. Don't wanna rely on the ISOs first. Oh, and yeah,
Wow.
just straight up car crash here. Might see Tommy just flat here, but seven's way too much of a hand to. He's probably see a three bet here,
Yeah.
and then we might see king's trap, but
Interesting to
I
note that
don't know.
Tommy's not really scouring the table and looking at the shorter stacks that are kind of lurking there.
It doesn't seem like the type to. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
just going for the three bet call by the looks of
Go
it.
going for a smallish three bet here, um, which makes sense with some hands. Um, Also, don't want to like make it gigantic when you have 4 million, right?
Hmm.
With 30 bigs and being in position. It's gonna be interesting what the king does here. Could make up some click, but how are you gonna play that with other parts of your range, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, are you even gonna be balanced at all? Like, are you gonna care enough to be like?
Yeah, especially the hand after that you get kind of the tail between your legs with the
Yeah,
10-5, and
exactly.
now all of a sudden it's like,
Looks like we're just seeing a call here,
hmm
which
seems
very much makes
seems fair.
sense.
Yeah.
Just like all the bluffs that Tommy is gonna have, or a lot of them are gonna involve some relevance around the kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gotta dodge the magnet that is the ace for
Absolutely.
your safety, and then
And
just gotta hope that Tommy decides to stick in a lot of money as well. Having
absolutely,
the spade and the backdoor straight draw here seems very natural to. I mean, just bet here,
absolutely looking for some folds from overcards,
looking for some value. Like,
looking for some value.
yeah,
Exactly. So value slash denial. Yeah.
yeah, like Rimar is gonna have a couple suited aces, both the diamonds and the spades that are probably gonna have to continue against any bet size. That's a bit reasonable.
Is he shoved?
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh, it's
oh,
the
yeah,
blow
yeah,
up
he
from
just runs
Tommy.
in it. Just
Ay,
steps in
ay,
it right
ay.
there and just like,
And
oh, look
Remar.
at how we set it up. Oh, but like, not to be rude or anything.
No,
Like,
but
definitely,
wouldn't be shoving his face in it at this point.
no.
Just kind of sitting down and being like, yeah,
Just be like,
cool.
yeah, color. Yeah.
And now just the
Just
seven
gotta
and
dodge the
seven only.
seven.
And
Is it
it's,
always coming? It's only one of them.
I don't know, no Germans at the table. Ooh,
Ooh, close
and a
enough.
clean hold there for Remar as we
That
are
is.
down to 5 now.
And
In
that's good game, Tommy
Yeah, good
Alm.
game, Tommy. He gave a spirited effort, that's for sure. Had some moves, certainly was not shy to put the chips in, and unfortunately that ended up in being a reason for his downfall there, just sending it in with the sevens. I guess his thinking was, I found a relatively safe board and I'm just going to go
Yeah,
for the max protection.
put the guy on ace king or some kind of ace x, right?
Yeah, and
And
not wanting to
yeah,
see any more cards.
it's a bit dodgy playing that stack size type, as he doesn't forget his lucky charm there.
Yep.
Still stone as the 5 remaining players here have locked up 16,850 euros.
Yeah, and the
There's a
two
good little payday of roughly around 30 buy-ins.
Absolutely, and the two short stacks on the right. Peter can't
Oh,
contain a
yeah.
smile, and there we go. We got one from the Macedonian as well.
Definitely see that happen before where people just put in someone in the big blind where they just know big blind. But you can just see big blind being completely over it and just,
Yeah, and just kind of after that aftermath of the set over set and
yeah,
all of the shenanigans and the needling and I mean under the lights here in a big field tournament playing for serious money, it's so easy to lose your head in some ways. So you've got to
yeah.
be wary of that,
Then I expect this to just jam.
surely.
Ace 8 off is such a nice combo to do this with. Uh, yeah. Or just, it goes
So
for
just
the
gonna
normal
go for
range.
the raise
Oh, it goes
call.
for the 2.5x as well, which I really like.
Mhm. With the big
Um,
blind ante.
Fashi just snap jams and yeah,
Just go.
Jesco definitely has to spin this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to pass up on this one, and it's a huge
And
spot.
like, how much is it? It's gonna be a bit over 2, which, yeah, Ace 8 just folds, I guess. Yeah.
Let's
I'd
see.
assume Ace 8 to find the muck here against 2, to be
Especially
honest.
versus the cold
Yeah.
from Peter, obviously with no perceived, well, not a lot of
Yeah, I mean,
perceived
he
fold
does
equity.
obviously have fold equity, but
But yeah,
it's
it's just a spot where he's not going to put it in
no.
that light.
Like, he still has the pressure of having to beat the short stack, so it kind of is gonna depend on the difference between the two stacks if it's a better call or not,
Hmm.
because the side pot is gonna be like so important, even though it only costs you like 15% of your stack. You
But
don't.
you'd much rather it the other way around, right? Where Jessica could find some of the suited broadways and then the other guy just flicks it in, rather
Yeah,
than
yeah,
this
yeah,
way
yeah,
where
yeah.
you're just going to be pretty toast, right? Yeah.
I mean, if it were like positions reversed, the short stack might be super tight though.
Just to allow the
Yeah, just
potential
just
collision.
allow the race call.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a bit of a tricky spot. I think Ace 8 still like might flick it in.
It looks like he wants to, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Just kind of wants to end it now, almost.
You can just put Jesco on like pocket sevens, king queen, and be like,
Go on, then.
yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
1.8 to bust two guys.
Yeah, yeah, especially when he's already put in 500, right?
Yeah.
So, no, it's only like 4x more.
And a full big blind ante five-handed as well, you
Oh
know.
yeah, that's a massive one as well. That's kind of why I wanted to advocate for
Just
jam in
jam.
the first place.
Agreed.
Just people can't really fold much, and they probably overdo it. Yeah, would have been interesting to see. I mean, Jesco would have definitely called against jam and call. Yeah, he calls. Or oh no, folds. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, and
Okay.
immediately.
Gets out the way in the end after some theatrics and off to the races between
Oh, and there's an 8 in the window. So
Oof.
it's
After so much
yeah,
deliberation.
straight draw for the king queen or
Yeah,
the
no
queen jack.
hearts available for
So
either player, so
yeah, just the queen or the 9 to for Vashi to stay alive. No,
oh, the Cypriot
yeah,
gutted with that one as Jetsko finds the elimination there.
just give him a fist bump and a handshake.
Yeah,
Uh,
takes it well in the
yeah, just
end.
like kind of whatever.
But you
Good
could
game.
see
Yeah.
the disbelief on his face, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
obviously disappointed with how things went there.
he doesn't really know what to do
Yeah.
with himself, and you can't blame him, right?
Now, of course.
Yeah.
Have they done a deal? I don't believe they have done a deal.
No.
No. And I don't think the payouts make it incentivize deal making at this stage, anyways.
Yeah, it's quite flat,
Yeah.
so just put exclamation payouts just to show you, but we're...
Oh, as we see Jack for off flopping bottom pair against the aces of Ilya. Definitely gonna see more than one than Jack here. Yeah, just
Yeah, just peeling along for the ride. Flop the pair and a limp pot.
I'd have made a 2/3 deal. I'm not sure how that would work. But if you have any suggestion of what that would look like, I'd be happy to entertain the thought.
Yeah.
As not much of a deal maker myself.
No, I don't really get what do you mean by 2/3. Like you want 2/3 of the remaining prize pool, which would be...
Or 2 or 3 getting the same stack, which would probably kill. Oh, and that's yeah, that spells
Whoa.
the end of Ilya.
Yeah, that's gonna be a...
Oof. Check on turn. This is just such an easy value bet call.
What, they chop up second and third and you get first? Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
no,
Yeah, I think that's quite ambitious.
it's no. I don't think either of the players in the second and third place want to relinquish any shot of playing for the 80k.
Spinning it up, right?
Yeah, like when your heads up, more often than not, it's very close to still having a definite percentage chance of winning. Uh, Probably close enough to 30 to 40% even.
Getting back to this, as we do see...
As we see the aces
the
just
inevitable.
get put in, yeah, and I mean, you're just never getting away from this. You can have check back some kings that just value jam now. You can make some bluffs with 3x, right?
Yeah, some random 6 or something.
Yeah. You can think like 3 deuce being a card that he might want to bluff instead of just call.
Yeah.
And maybe get a fold from the...
We've like bet check blocked as well, so in terms of like where we're at in our range, we've got the absolute nuts.
So not like this, nothing relinquished. Side deal if you both second or third. Yeah,
Don't really understand.
I don't get it. I'm sorry.
Might need a little bit more detail, JJ. I'm pulling a blank on that one as well. So nothing relinquished. So what's second if they both 20k ladder split? Yeah, so that's
Just taken off.
Third, just get half featured.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in the race, you just bet calls and then
From Savevsky, as he has a wry smile, might have been a little bit worried about the Jack 5, Jack Deuce, Jack 4, but not really much of a consideration there.
Yeah, that's just an unfortunate spot to be in. In the end, you just have.
Just has worse value. So.
Yep.